English wine is undoubtedly going from strength to strength each year, with more people coming to realize just what can be achieved on English soil. Thanks, in part, to our hotter summers, this only looks set to continue. However, until now it's been the sparkling and white wines hogging the limelight, even winning awards in blind taste tests when put head-to-head with their French counterparts. Accounting for less than 10% of English wine production, however, is red wine, but that's not to say there aren't some real gems out there. As Julia Truscombe, marketing director of Wines of Great Britain Limited, explains, red wine is still a small percentage of the overall production. There are some years where more red is produced. When there's been a good ripe year, some of the red grape varieties that go into sparkling wine production are used to produce fine red wine. Some have proven very popular. These include wines produced from the famous Pinot Noir grape, the same one grown in Burgundy, France, and some have been very well received. Because much less is produced, you don't see it very much in shops, more direct from the producers. A lovely reason to go and visit a vineyard though. On the whole, you can expect lighter-bodied wines that are still full of flavor, a refreshing alternative to the otherwise strong tannins often associated with red wine. Here, we round up a selection of our favorite English reds to tickle your taste buds. Hush Heath Pinot Noir 2017, £22 and 50 pence. Hush Heath Best for Food Pairings. Key specs: ABV 12%, volume 750 milliliters, produced in Kent. Refreshingly light for a red wine, this Pinot Noir from Hush Heath's Kent vineyard displays juicy red cherries and raspberries, a touch of leather, and spicy pepper, all you could want from a cool climate Pinot Noir. The super smooth tannins make this particularly easy drinking and versatile when it comes to food pairings. Try it with tomato and chorizo pasta, roasted game in autumn and barbecued meats come summer. It can even be very lightly chilled. This isn't going to get much better with age, which is an excellent excuse to open it sooner rather than later. Aside from this red, there's also a sparkling Pinot Noir in the range. Litmus Red Pinot 2014, £33 and 50 pence. Harvey Nichols Best for Most Impressive Finish. Key specs: ABV 12%, volume 750 milliliters, produced in Surrey. Read more. 10 best gins under £50, 14 best Proseccos under £25, 13 best Japanese whiskies under £100. If you have a little more to spend, this juicy Litmus Red will reward you with a lot more complexity than most. Another 100% Pinot Noir, the difference being this one has spent 17 months aging in old French oak barrels, which contributes to its elegant long finish. Founded by Australian-born winemaker John Warrenchick, it's only produced in the very best years, when our temperamental climate plays ball, and as a result is made in very limited numbers. However, once obtained, if you're patient, you can expect a little aging to improve things no end. Although we're not sure we could wait. Chapel Down Union Red 2017, £78 for a case of 6, £13 a bottle. Chapel Down Best for Delicate and Light Flavors. Key specs: ABV 12%, volume 750 milliliters, produced in Kent. One of the names at the forefront of the English wine movement, Chapel Down has created a very fresh red to add to its range. It's a blend of your classic Pinot Noir, as well as your lesser-known Rondo and Dornfelder grapes, all of which were hand-picked in Kent in October 2017. Perfect for our cooler climates, the Rondo grapes ripen early, resulting in a light wine with low tannins and delicate notes of strawberry. This is a red you could drink all summer. 16 Ridges 2016, £25, the English Wine Collection Best for Special Occasions. Key specs: ABV 12%, volume 750 milliliters, produced in Worcestershire. It's rare to find an English vineyard this far north, Worcestershire, in the West Midlands, but rest assured this well-regarded red is a superb example of what can be achieved on our home soil. Silky smooth and well-balanced with soft structured tannins, each drop is bursting with ripe cherries, raspberries and finishes with a little earthy smokiness. Mushroom risotto would make a great pairing. This is exciting little number also picked up silver at the Decanter 2017 World Wine Awards. Bolney Estate Dark Harvest £11.49, Waitrose Best for Good Value, Key Specs, ABV, 12.5%, Volume, 750 milliliters, produced in Sussex at just over a tenner. The Bolney Estate Dark Harvest represents good value and is a great place to start if you're new to English red wine. The family-run winery, based in Sussex, rather unusually has more than one red in its range, but this one utilizes the successful Dornfelder and Rondo grapes, which results in a medium-bodied red with tart cherries and just a hint of oak to add complexity. Try it with medium-rare tuna steak or your classic roast beef Sunday lunch. Sharp & Binley Reserve 32 pounds, Sharp & Best for, an award-winning option. Key Specs, ABV, 13%, Volume, 750 milliliters, produced in South Devon, winning more awards than any other red in the country. The Binley Reserve has been very well received by both critics and customers alike. Deceivingly rich for a medium-bodied wine, you should try this with slow-cooked meat served in their own juices. As with most English reds, tannins are low here, but instead of your more familiar Pinot Noir, you'll find a blend of Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot. Expect to find sticky blackberry balanced with a fine acidity, finishing with a touch of vanilla and even gamey notes. 3 Quires Ravenshill 2017 £12.85, 3 Quires Vineyard Best for a Vineyard Visit. Key Specs, ABV, 11.5%, Volume, 750 milliliters, produced in Gloucestershire, a blend of primarily Regent and Rondo grapes. 3 Quires Vineyard combines various techniques, including cold soaking and oak aging before blending, to create the perfect balance in the finished product. Suitable for both veggies and vegans alike, this is a riot of berry flavors, think damson, cherry, blackberries and raspberries. Adding complexity is a little oak on the finish, although it's by no means overpowering. If you fancy experiencing it straight from the source, 3 Quires offers a lovely vineyard tour and has a restaurant with rooms should you wish to stay over. Davenport Diamond Fields Pinot Noir 2017 £19.50, Davenport Best for, an organic option. Key Specs, ABV, 11.6%, Volume, 750 milliliters, produced in Kent. The grapes for this red are grown on south-facing slopes in Horsemondon, Kent, also known as the Garden of England, so that the southern sun can get to work bringing out the sweet sugars and rich red hue of the grapes, not always so easy in this country. Certified organic by the Soil Association, each bunch of grapes are selected by hand to ensure only the best make it through, and because they are organic, no yeast needs to be added. Although wine remains in the barrel for up to a year, you won't detect any obvious oak flavors, as the barrels are up to 20 years old. Instead, you can expect a fresh, balanced wine packed with youthful red cherries. Denby's Zigzag Red £10.75, Denby's Best for, low tannins. Key Specs, ABV, 11.5%, Volume, 750 milliliters, produced in Surrey, fresh and fruity with soft tannins and all the berry notes we've come to expect from English red wines. This light-bodied style pairs well with truffled pasta, which would bring out its underlying earthy notes. Family-run Denby's is now one of the largest wine producers in the UK, having planted its first vines in the famous chalky soil of Dorking, Surrey, back in 1986. If you fancy visiting, they often host fun tours and experiences. In fact, if you like it that much, you can even get married there. London Cru Sydney Street 2015 £15, Roberson Wine Best for, small batches. Key Specs, ABV, 13.5%, Volume, 750 milliliters, produced in London. You might be surprised to learn that London has a thriving vineyard that churns out delicious red wines. That's because, sadly, it doesn't. London Cru actually ships European grapes, in this case Syrah grown in northeast Spain, over to its Fulham winery, London's first, where it gets to work making small batches of exciting wine. Fuller-bodied than its homegrown counterparts, you'll find blackberries and a touch of black pepper on the finish. This maverick approach to winemaking means London Cru has its pick, unintended, of the finest grapes, wherever they happen to be in the world. Genius. Online wine merchant Roberson's own brand wine is certainly one to watch. Renegade London Wine Syrah 2017 £25 and 50 pence. Harvey Nichols Best for full-bodied key specs. ABV 12%. Volume 750 milliliters. Produced in London. Another one that borrows the grapes from its European friends. Renegade takes ripe Syrah grapes from Puglia in Italy and transforms them into this inky red under a railway arch in East London's Bethnal Green. As you do, there's a definite herbaceous note coming through on the finish, but that super hot sun is to thank for its jammy quality. And we know you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, or a wine bottle by its label, but the Renegade artwork is so lovely we could look at it for hours, or for as long as it takes to finish the bottle. More from iBuyes. Our iBuyes experts give impartial advice on a range of products after testing them in real-world conditions. We may earn a small amount of revenue if you buy something through one of our links, but this never influences our experts' opinions. Prices are correct at the time of publishing but may vary slightly afterwards. If you would like to suggest a product to test or have a question related to iBuyes, please email us on email protected food.